And my final question is, so my other podcast is all about the Monday Night Wars. So basically what I do is, it's actually was inspired by your first original show. Me and my buddy who works with me at WWE, we go through week by week and we watch every single episode of Raw Night Show when they went head to head.
What a bunch of nerds.
Oh, I start at the top of the podcast every time, and I'm like, if you're not like a wrestling nerd, like
This
you
is
were
not
not,
for
just shut it off. There's no point to this at all. But I did want to ask you, do you have like a favorite Monday Night Wars memory?
Ooh, gosh. I mean, I've got to go with Medusa on this one, I think.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very iconic moment. That's one that like really stands out for me. I mean, the invasion's fantastic. I mean, being at that old building in is it Richmond?
Yes.
Where they did the invasion? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so happy I remembered that. Otherwise, the wrestling world would kill me. Richmond, Virginia. But I remember getting to interview Road Dogg at like where they were coming down the ramp and like knocking on the big gate trying to get into the building. But I did like an interview with Road Dogg during that, and just having him like break all that stuff down for me. It's like it's such a fascinating, cool time. He was so fun to talk to about. I mean, Road Dogg's the best in general, but yeah, it was fantastic. What's yours?
Yeah. You know what's funny is when I watched wrestling when I was very, very young in like early 90s for a little bit, but then fell out of it. The first episode of Raw that I remember watching was when Stephanie was abducted.
Oh, hell yeah.
In
Hell
1999,
yeah.
and like Stone Cold had to look for her. So
Amazing.
I missed a lot of it. I mean, I've gone back and watched it now, and obviously I'm doing it for podcasts too. But I missed a lot of it. So to me, it's the Hunter and Stephanie wedding. Because that was just like...
When John and I got married out here, we're like, which church was it? Like, which drive-through did they go through again? We got married in our backyard. But I talked to Steph about that afterwards. I was like, yeah, like, we were going to go and, like, fully do it wrestling style. I mean, we got a guy off Yelp, which still feels a little wrestling. We did it for like $500. It was great. But hilarious. Yeah, wrestling's so funny, man. Those were good times. I missed a lot of that stuff too. I wasn't watching avidly during all that. So kind of rewinding through some of that. But I love abductions. I love the weddings. I love when I was working for WWE and they were doing an abduction storyline where Kane was abducting Brie Bella and watching them like film that. It's really funny watching the filming of that versus like what you actually see on TV. It's great. The like stop downs or like what's not working or like, can you scream a little different? It's so funny.